Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Saints broadcast. It's been a long summer, but we are finally back with our first match of the fall 2023 season. My name is Matthias Postel-Eitzen, and we're here with Gabe G. Scales and Theo the Holy Juan. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Yeah, so we're here with our Overwatch team back again. And our Overwatch team has undergone a few significant changes. We have some new players coming in that are certainly to be exciting. We have Noxious, who you may recognize as a name from Team Canada, as well as Razor, who is a longtime Contenders veteran. And we also have Soaks, a main support player coming in from Germany, one of our first international players outside of North America here on the Overwatch roster. So what do you guys think about these upgrades?
I think they're big upgrades for the team, and I could see long-term success for them over the semester as long as they keep putting the work in.
Yeah, I feel like if the team gels together, it's going to be a superpower.
Absolutely. These are some great parts that we have to build on. And it's not just our team that's gone through changes. Overwatch itself has changed a little bit since the last time we were here. There are a few things to look out for. We have two new characters in the support line, being Lifeweaver and Ilyari. These are characters, Lifeweaver, who is a character very focused on healing, high healing output, not so much in terms of damage, but then you have Ilyari, who actually does have a very high damage output and also has a fairly formidable healing output. So there's a good chance that we do see her being run in today's matches. We've been seeing her a lot in the pro scene, and in fact we might even see one of our new players try and pick her up and see what kind of value they can get.
Completely. Yeah, these new support champions haven't been seen in the collegiate scene for a couple months, but now that they're new characters, they might get played more in the games. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Absolutely. So our opponents today is going to be the Western Illinois University. This is a team that we haven't seen since, of course, the last season. Do you guys think they've made any upgrades? Do you think they'll be able to take it to our Saints today? Or do you think they'll be pulling out any kind of specific comps? Or what's the game plan look like for them to achieve a victory today?
I definitely hope they upgraded since last year because it didn't look too good for them. We 3-0'd them the last time we played them last year, so if they didn't make any upgrades, it wouldn't be the best.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely hoping that we can see a very competitive match here to start the season. Our first map is going to be the control type. I don't think we have a specific map picked out yet. I believe they're still in the coin flip. But control is, of course, a game mode where you can see lots of different types. And we actually did just receive confirmation. It's going to be Nepal. Nepal is known for having three very distinct map types. You have Sanctum, which is known for its huge pit there. We can get lots of environmentals. Village, which is very much about close quarters. And then Shrine, where it's very open, lots of long sight lines, and it's very good for flyers too. So what do you think our Saints are going to run with here?
I think we might bring out the Echo, the Alari, the Baptiste, some pretty normal things in the meta right now, and I think we're going to be bringing out the Junker Queen or the Orisa to start. Pretty strong compositions on a map like Nepal.
Yeah, I agree. I think if the Saints are going to it's their first official, they're going to try and gel together. They're going to see what works for them best. They probably have stuff already planned out, but they're going to also find things on the go. And I think after a few fights, they'll know what they're running for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. We know that the Saints, they do love experimenting, maybe playing with their food a little bit until they kind of get into an actual a settled, kind of comfortable comp. So we'll have to see if that's the case this year, but I think it's definitely going to be exciting to see what they pull out. Returning, of course, we do have Mason there on that tank role, who is fairly well known for his Orisa gameplay back in the day, especially in Overwatch 1. We'll have to see if that's what he chooses to run with this time, or if he decides to move toward that Junker Queen, who is very much about that high damage, that very aggressive rush. So we'll have to see how Saints are feeling here. And we do see Razor is actually going to be on that support role. So this will be interesting. Razor is famously a DPS player, but flex support is, of course, a role that is very mechanically intensive, so he should have no trouble swapping over there.
Especially on a hero like Alari, which is very mechanically intensive. Having a person like Razor on that role, it fits in pretty perfectly for the Saints team here.
Absolutely. And now, right away, we do see some comp differences coming out here this week on that Orisa, kind of like we thought. But Western Illinois, they're actually going to be pulling out a Bastion Reinhardt kind of rush comp. Bastion did get a buff a few patches ago, so he is looking much stronger than he has been in the past, and we'll have to see if this is going to be able to catch the Saints off guard.
Yeah, coming out on this Bastion May, very high damage, very rush style comp, but they don't have the Lucio, which is very interesting. So we'll see what the Saints do to counteract this team comp.
Right away, Saints making their foothold felt there on the point, trying to pressure them away. Western Illinois, they're giving up this space, letting Saints kind of set up, and Noxious there on the Bastion as well. He's going to be putting down huge damage, but he does get taken out. Rennie is actually able to find that kill with his Bastion of his own. Right now, Saints are a man down. We'll have to see if Western Illinois want to try and push this advantage, but they're still playing slow. They're not pushing here yet.
They do take the point in the midst of all this mess, and they do control the point pretty well here. We'll see if Western Illinois they can take advantage of this man advantage.
Yeah. Oh, a wall coming out there from from Egg for one side of Western Illinois. We'll have to see if they can push through this. In the meantime, though, Squeak actually was able to find the Bastion, and Emran and Noxious, they come back around from that side angle, and they're just able to clean him up. A nice fight there from Western Illinois. They found that first pick, but unfortunately, they just didn't have the aggression to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I think killing the Orisa is really hard for Western Illinois with a Reinhardt. I just don't think they have the sustain to fight that fight. And I think throughout the longer fights, St. Clair's going to take every single team fight.
Yeah, for Western Illinois here, we see them running that Reinhardt, but do you think that's actually a hindrance more than a help with the lack of a Lucio?
Yeah.
I think Reinhardt right now in the meta is trash. I don't know why they are coming out on the Rhine, but it is very interesting on their behalf coming out on that kind of team comp. I think if they just match the Orisa, they'd be in a much better place.
Yeah, St. Clair now does have both support ults coming up. Razor's sure to be looking for value with his ultimate here as they're all clumped up. There it is, Razor pops it. Oh, and huge damage coming out. Yeah, Saints, they just explode onto Western Illinois University. Oh, a nice little jump there from Noxious just to clean up. And yeah, St. Clair using only 2 ults able to find a team kill.
Damn.
I mean, the sim wall was massive. It let them take so much space for free, and they just followed up perfectly.
Yeah,
they still have the ultimate advantage at the end of that team fight.
Yeah, it's going to be on Brenya to see if he can find some value with his Bastion ultimate, and we're going to have to see if the shots can find value with his Earth Shatter as well. Oh, a nice TP Orisa ult from Saints. Oh, Noxious with a triple kill. That's putting the nail in the coffin on this first point here. Saints easily taking that. Yeah. Despite the fact that, you know, Western Illinois, they were starting to get these ultimates coming up online, Noxious with the 3K out of nowhere just puts them in the ground.
Yeah, beautiful combo there. The Orisa Symmetra almost worked. It got a lot of damage down, and then the Bastion ult to follow up was beautiful.
Yeah, the Bastion ult, it's hard to get value with it in this meta, but the Saints found a way to get value, pushing them into a tight room, making the missiles come down onto the whole team, getting as much value as they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
See the signature Emran Junkrat.
Oh. Yeah, Emran very much on a comfort pick here. And we actually see Squeak, he's going to be looking to mirror this Reinhardt with the help of the Lucio from Chokes. But Western Illinois, they are still not running a Lucio, so they're going to be going into this Reinhardt battle with a little bit, maybe not a straight disadvantage, but definitely it's going to be uncomfortable for them. Because with that Lucio St. Clair, you can see just how quick they're moving. They're able to take all this space right away. And Emran on the way, he does find Brenya. Oh, wow.
Well, that is the Emran special, ladies and gentlemen, if I've seen it myself.
Absolutely. Now you see Noxious come from behind, Squeak pincers them, and it is just another team kill for St. Clair. Some great gameplay there. Emran did a great job of finding that opportunity to get around them. He saw that they were focused on the other side, so he just walked around, and with a Junkrat, you do huge damage against these clumped up brawl comps, right?
Yeah. Especially with the Junkrat, you throw a mine into the middle of a whole team, you're getting lots and lots of value. Especially with the Bastion pinching from the other side. It's a great play.
Oh, Soaks went in deep, and Emran is there to help them. They find the pick on the Lucio. Emran is still hiding on top of that building. Squeak goes in to help. The whole of Saints is just pushing forward, finding these picks. They didn't even get to the choke point. They were already being taken out.
Emran pulling out the creative strategies.
I didn't even know he could go up.
Yeah, we call that the J silly. And now Soaks up there in that exact same spot, just putting down cover fire. Emran again
in the bottom left.
hiding in that corner there. We'll have to see if Western Illinois is able to find him. He's still sneaking around here. He shoots one.
Oh my god, he is juggling the Bastion.
He is, and Noxious is there with the follow-up. Just forces Western Illinois to turn around. There was a window there as well. And Emmer, he's going
This
for it
is
again. He's gonna try.
disrespectful.
He's trying for the hat trick. Soaks was there to clean up the Lucio as well.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, you can see Noxious having the time of his life there. Now Squeak is gonna have the Shatter. Both DPS ults coming online. Western Illinois, they
Big
need
tire.
to start changing things up.
Oh, it's a big tire.
They
Big
have spotted
tire.
Emmer this
Oh
time.
my god!
But
A
yeah.
little bit of an over ult usage there, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, a full team wipe yet again in their spawn. The disrespect.
This is going to be Western Illinois' best chance, though, now. St. Clair don't have any else
Oh
online.
my god.
Oh, and Soaks, he's there with the boop. The Bastion goes off the map, and the rest of Saints, they're just there to make sure that Western Illinois can't even take a step forward. We're only 10% left, and Western Illinois have barely been able to take a step out of spawn.
The furthest they got was at the first fight. They haven't left the spawn. It's looking tragic. It's a spawn camp, and that's a 2-0 for St. Clair College on the.
Yeah, very well done there from the side of St. Clair. I could be wrong, but I don't think St. Clair lost a single member there on that Sanctum round.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
definitely did
anyone died. Yeah.
As you can see, the players laughing. They're having a great time spawn capping Western Illinois
Yeah.
in this first map.
And
with
Soaks
ease.
with an amazing debut. Noxious as well. They all had an amazing time. Razor, I feel like he almost didn't get to shine because there's not much you can do in the way of a support when your team doesn't need support. They're just going on flanks. They're finding team kills. It was very one-sided to say the least. I would have liked to see Western Illinois do a little bit more of experimenting. Like, at some point, you got to realize you're just ramming your head into a brick wall. You got to change up the comp. You got to try some new things to, figure out how to counter that strategy there from Saints.
Yeah, it looked like they were just getting spawn camped. They didn't even try anything. I think they might be mentally boomed. Like they might have just given up. They were getting spawn camped the whole round. Didn't swap anything. Didn't try and switch it up. The one thing they did, they went top right. They got booped off. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, if Emrin was flanking my game on Junkrat, I would be scarred for the rest of the maps. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Well, we are going to throw it to a quick break while the players are getting ready, and we'll be right back with map 2. Will Western Illinois be able to put up a fight, or will Saints continue the domination? Stay tuned to find out. All right, we are back from the break, and we are heading into map 2. It is going to be Kings Row, or as we like to call it here, Saints Row. As any longtime fans here know, Kings Row has been long time a favorite of the Saints with those brawl comps, those tight quarters. It's very easy to, bring out that Reinhardt, that Lucio, and just find lots of value. Presumably, it is also going to be favored here by Western Illinois. We did see them really commit to that Reinhardt May comp there on Nepal, and we'll have to see if that's going to be their ticket to victory here on Kings Row. But like I said, Saints are definitely not going to shy away from taking that matchup.
Yeah, especially seeing how dominant the last map was. We're going to have to see some miracle performance out here from Western Illinois, especially coming out here on that Ryan comp.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, though, we do actually see St. Clair starting with a dive comp. Squeak is on that monkey. Oh, and right away, Soaks finds 2 right off the bat. Saints, with that huge aggression, they just speed right in. All those movement abilities. They catch Western Illinois completely off guard. Make that a 3rd. Emran finds the BAP as well. It's just the shots here trying to stay alive, but Noxious is there to clean him up. An explosive first fight there from the Saints, and they're going to be capping first.
I think Razor hit a huge anti-nade, which let Squeak jump right on the backline, and they were just able to pick them apart.
Yeah. Now, for once, we do actually see some big swaps coming in here from Western Illinois. They're swapping to a BAP, a Brig, and an Orisa. This is very good against a dive comp. You know, you have high health pools, you have lots of control, lots of spacing of opportunities. But Saints, they're not afraid at all. They're pushing right in.
Right in there.
In the midst of things, seeing if he can find, oh, the Pulse Bomb is going to find that Immortality Field. And yeah, they're just pushing all the way back in. The cleave damage from the Monkey and the Tracer there to follow up is just so much damage. There's nothing Western Illinois can do. And so he's just having a great time on cart, you know. He's just playing his tunes, going for a nice Sunday drive.
No way.
No hand challenge.
Yeah, St. Clair with a really very dominant first 2 fights, and they're pushing up. We'll have to see what Western Illinois can pull out to try and counter this. Chem is getting close to that Baptiste ultimate, that amplification matrix. We'll have to see if they can use that to maybe find a couple picks. Noxious and Squeak, though, you can see how far up they're positioning there on that high ground.
Looking for a Nano Blade to build it up here, maybe just get a team wave with that.
Potentially. Nade goes in from Razor, does find Brainier, but is there a follow-up? There is. Noxious goes in deep, and it finds the pick. Western Illinois just, again, getting taken out so early. They're not even able to take proper fights. Oh, but Squeak does go down.
Oh.
Could this be Western Illinois' opportunity?
There's going to be a Nano Blade here for sure. They're gonna go for it no matter what here.
Yeah.
Just have to see what they can get done
With Squeak being down, this is Western Illinois' best chance to start going up, taking some space. They're still playing pretty passive. They're looking for these picks onto the stragglers.
There it is.
Oh. There's the Nano Blade. Finds 1. Seeing if he can find 2. The lamp does come out. Lamp is broken. Emran finds another. Finds a 3rd. And he's going to get the 4th. Noxious steals that from him. And the shots, I believe, is all alone on cart. Trying to stall for as long as he can. But yeah, it's going to be done in vain. Western Illinois have been struggling so far, to say the least. They haven't even used a single ult yet.
Yeah, and that was a big Nano Blade. Western Illinois didn't have any defensive ults, as you can see, to help counteract the Nano Blade, so they just got ate up the whole team fight.
Oh, that's
big
massive.
anti.
Nade. Razor with a beautiful lineup. Fortunately, though, Saints are going to decide to show him a little bit of mercy. They let them live through that. But Squeak, he's up there. He's looking for a place where he can drop down, maybe pop that.
Another anti.
Razor has been on point. Yeah, with these nades going in, there's just nothing that Western Illinois can do.
Oh, big result.
The shots was able to find Emran, but yeah, it's 1 pick against the team kill. Razor has just been a bit of a silent carry here. Every nade is finding massive value, and St. Clair, Noxious, Squeak, they're doing a great job of following up on it. Now, Emran is going to be moving off that Genji onto the Widowmaker, probably setting up on some of these high grounds, seeing if he can deny them angles from far. But Western Illinois, they have ults up. The window goes out. We'll see if they can find a pick. But St. Clair, they move out of the way. Oh,
Squeak does have that primal. Let's see if we get any environmental kills here.
Oh, look for 1. Doesn't quite find the enviro, but is still able to find the pick. He jumps back to the point. We have the rally on point, but it's not going to do much as he's just cleaning up with the damage from Emran from afar. Kiriko comes out, but yeah, it's not going to last long either. The mailed, we'll see if that's enough to turn this.
Sadly not.
We are getting frozen up, but there's just no members there from the side of Illinois. And Saints with 4 minutes on the time bank. 4 minutes
in the time bank. Holy. For anybody, that is a big time advantage. That's pretty much another full attack for the Saints.
It's more. You start the game with 4 minutes, and they just got 2 extra seconds after playing the entire map. You know, Western Illinois, they got to be feeling pretty rattled right now. Is there anything they can do to try and fight against this?
Maybe they have to switch up their comp. I don't think this Mei Bastion is going to be the answer for them. They just get hit by every single anti by Razor. I think they need the Lucio to speed through a couple of choke points, and that'll maybe give them a chance. But if they keep running the Mei Bastion, there's no. I don't think much they can do.
Potentially a Diva or a Sigma, it would definitely go a long way in sort of denying these angles that Razor keeps on finding. Or a Kiriko as well. Kiriko, get that cleanse. That could be a big difference maker. So it does seem like those adaptations are starting to come through. The only question is it going to be too late at this point? They'll have to do a lot in order to overcome this massive time bank difference.
Let's see what Western Illinois
They're
can do.
hovering the Reaper. I don't know about the Reaper pick, but hey, it's something different.
Different is the key word there. I don't know if the Reaper can get a lot of value, especially when Emran is flanking on the Junkrat again.
Right beside that opening. He's got the mine trap at the very front door. I haven't seen this since my Diamond days. I sure hope this doesn't work.
And they're playing Soldier and Ramatra, interesting enough, with Alari.
Squeak with a full charge right in. Oh no, Emran finds the Kiriko.
No.
He's seeing if he can find the Soldier too. Oh, he finds the Alari. Yes, no good. Emran does find two before being taken out by the Reaper. But when you take spawn advantage into account, finding Emran there is going to be pretty important for Western Illinois. If they respawn quick, they get back into the fight quick, they will be going in with a slight advantage. But quick is the key word. They have to go fast before Emran gets back.
Yeah, especially with all these angles secured by his Saints. This is looking pretty rough if you're trying to attack.
Razor with a very aggressive position there, finds the anti-nade onto the shots, and now Squeak charges right in, takes out Ilyari. Oh, he's getting low though. Is he going to get taken out if Western Illinois can capitalize on this? But Razor with the nade, they're doing such a good job of keeping him alive. And Emran comes back and immediately finds another pick. Of course he does. He does get taken out again though. They're finally starting to punish Emran. They are learning. Let's see if they can keep this up. Another nade comes in, but Squeak is in a bit of a dangerous position here. Oh, Soak's just trying to guard that spawn door.
Squeak has big shatter.
Shattered the shield. That is a Mason special right there if I've ever
Shots
seen
with
one.
a nice shield to block that shatter, but unfortunately it's not quite going to matter as Noxious finds the pulse bomb, and Soaks is also there to help clean up. Now Emran is off that Junkrat, he's back on the Widow, so we'll have to see where he positions. He's actually positioning on the low ground very close to the spawn door. But Western Illinois, they're getting very close to Kiriko ult as well as the Ramatra ult. These could be huge openers. Emran's playing creatively.
As the Widow.
You know, he heard that Widow got that distance nerf, so he's just trying to focus on that SMG fire, seeing if I can find some value from that. Hey, Emran is low. He hasn't been healed up yet, but Western Illinois, they do have Noxious here on this flank angle to deal with. They hear the Tracer. They see the Tracer coming, trying to find... Oh, gets taken low, forces the recall. It's a great chance for them to move in. The sleep comes out onto the shots. Oh,
they have two big team winning ultimates here. Let's see if they can use them properly.
Yeah. Oh, but Soaks takes out the Soldier, and right away, those ults are being used, but it might be too late as Saints have already found an advantage. Soaks with another pick. This is a bloodthirsty Lucio.
The SMG Widow from Emran now.
Maybe Emran has his aim in button unbounded, but St. Clair Saints just roll over the Western Illinois Saints again.
There is a silver lining to that fight. Despite the fact that they use the Kiriko ult, they do still have Ramatra ult, which is very strong, especially if they can find a way to maybe pressure Squeak early, take his shield down low. It is going to be able to find a lot of damage. They could potentially look to combo it, either with Death Blossom. Oh, Pulse Bomb. Isn't going to find any value. He was a little ambitious there.
Oh, big shatter. Big
two,
though.
but it doesn't matter.
Fight
Takes out Squeak, and he does pop the Annihilation. But Noxious with the Nano Boost is going into that back line. You can see him hunting for that support. He's not going to find it. Has to recall out. Squeak is actually going to be swapping to the Doomfist. Emran's still in the back line along with Noxious. Now the ult coming in from Chem203. We'll have to see if he can find any value. And it looks like it didn't quite find any picks, but it did give him a little bit of space. We'll see if they can capitalize on that, but Noxious still in that backline is able to find the Soldier. The Reaper ult is used, but he gets punched out of it. Oh no, that's a disaster for the side of Illinois. Kiriko is there trying to keep the team alive, but Noxious still alive, still putting out so much damage. And Squeak is there as well on that Doomfist, just punching people, keeping them from touching the point. Soaks cleans up. Western Illinois is in a do-or-die scenario here, with Emran touching the spawn door on Widow.
Emran is frontlining.
Oh, Noxious tries for it again.
Oh, two of them died though.
Yeah, two picks coming in here from Western Illinois. The shots is going to go in and touch the point. Benya using that visor, but he gets taken low. Razor with another nade is going to take him out. Now we'll have to see. Looks like the shots is going for Razor. They do take him out.
Get him.
It looks like this is finally Western Illinois University time to shine. They're finding the picks.
Squeak
They're dealing the damage. Squeak, he's taken so low, but they're unable to find the pick. Chem finally takes out Soaks. Squeak dives right back in. He does use the ult.
Oh, they
Squeak just not quick enough on the trigger, and Western Illinois is going to cap. They put themselves back in the game with 2 minutes 30 on the clock. It's ticking down quick though, and we'll have to see if they can keep up this momentum.
Yeah, they seem to have found the comp that's working for them. The Kiriko is a big switch that seems to be working for the cleanse, but not in this team fight. Emran is cleaning up on the Sojourn.
Yeah, Emran swaps back to the Sojourn off the Widow. He gets the nano boost as he charges forward, finds the Reaper. He's pushing all the way right to their spawn. Nate is there to follow up. It gets cleansed immediately. Emran finds another one standing still at their spawn door. Oh, that's a little bit disrespectful. But it is going to be very effective nonetheless, as Western Illinois, they're once again struggling to get out of spawn.
Yeah, and this King's Row spawn hold is really good as the fight takes off here, the Kiriko ult.
Yeah, Kiriko ult is going to be used to try and give Illinois that speed boost, that damage efficiency, to see if they can find a way out. The beat is being used by Chem 203, but it doesn't hit the shots, who gets taken out immediately after. And St. Clair, despite some good ults coming from Western Illinois, they just weren't able to find value. And as long as St. Clair is alive, they're going to be putting down damage, and as long as damage is coming out, you're going to be finding yourself in the spawn room.
This spawn hold's really hard to hold, like on King's Row. This high ground is so good for the defenders, and you can move up high ground, low high ground. It's really hard to push through once you get caught in it.
Absolutely. We'll have to see with the shot if the shots can find some value here with his primal. He could use his primal to clear the high ground, allow his team to set up there. Squeak is forced to use that Doom for stealth, but Chem gets taken out by Emran. Emran just sitting there on that farther back high ground, shooting them as they come out. Squeak finds, it's just disaster for Western Illinois as they get taken out one by one. The shot's still alive, doesn't use that primal, gets taken out. This is looking like last fight territory here.
This is for sure last fight.
It's looking very dire for Western Illinois University. They don't have any team fight ults here coming up, except for the Blossom if they can build it, but it's going to be very close.
Brainy does have a pulse bomb. We'll have to see if he can maybe find a pick with that. That could be exactly what Western Illinois is turning around. Emran gets taken out. Yeah, that is huge. Squeak with a nice punch is going to delay them, but Shots is there with the primal. Are they going to touch point though? Right now they have yet to touch point. Okay, someone does get on point. They are going to be spoofing it. And Razor, he finds the Ana diff. That's unfortunate for the side of Illinois. Noxious gets taken low, but he's able to find that health pack. He lives as well. Emran still on his way back. That means Illinois has the man advantage. They have to make the most of this. Squeak with another ultimate, slams down on the point, doing huge damage. And yeah, Noxious is there to clean up. Squeak finds another. Noxious still on the point, dealing huge damage as that Tracer. Razor comes back, and that's going to be Saints with a pretty good looking hold there on the point of King's Row. That's got to be a bit demoralizing for the side of Western Illinois.
On the bright side, they did capture point A.
They did capture point A. Small victories.
Small victories.
Yeah.
As we see the play of the game by Emran. The nano blade. The lamp's too late. Gets the nice finishing blows, the 3K and the assist on the Bastion. Beautiful gameplay from St. Clair.
Yeah, nice job there from Emran. They did such a great job of keeping that support, that pressure up, right? Then they found one pick. It was never just one pick. They were always immediately going in, making sure that one pick turned into a team wipe. And then even when Illinois was trying to come back from spawn, they would set so far up that Illinois just were completely unprepared for the level of aggression that Saints were bringing to them. It caught them off guard every time. They were getting picked out early, and from there, Saints were just able to roll with it. And it ended up just snowballing into that 4-minute time bank we saw.
Yeah, they kept steamrolling their ults, and momentum just carried them from that defense, especially that defensive hold on the high ground. There was nothing that Western Illinois could do to break that. But yeah, very
absolutely extremely effective. Yeah, so we're going to toss it to a break again. We'll be coming back for map 3. It's going to be Western Illinois' final chance to see if they can pull out something that will maybe give them the edge here in this matchup. Will they be able to do it, or will Saints walk away with the victory today? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the third and potentially final match here of Saints game against Western Illinois University. First two maps were heavily in favor of Saints, to say the least.
Yeah.
But this is Western Illinois' chance to turn it around. See if they can find something deep in their core, pull out that last spark to ignite the flame of redemption for them.
Yeah, as you can see, Soaks and Noxious have both been subbed out for Crime and Redx. A little bit change in comp dynamic, but some big player subs coming in.
Yeah, Crime, who's more of a hit scan player, you know, was the MVP on the last year's Saints team. Subbed back in for this game 3, and they're gonna try and make it as quick as possible.
Absolutely. Right away, we're seeing something a little different from the side of Western Illinois. They're going to be pulling out an Ash, which could potentially be good. It's going to be difficult with Crime on that Widow, but if Brenya can manage to avoid getting headshot,
there's
then
Redx! Yes, good old Redx! Who could have seen that coming?
That's exactly what you're hoping for when you run that Ash. You know, you find these people poking their heads out, and you just take them out as quick as you can. That headshot deals huge damage, but Crime is going to be looking to take that matchup. Emran is actually going to be the one to find it as Brenya goes down. And now St. Clair, they're back in it. Crime, that high ground angle. See if he can find someone.
Has some good angles here. See if he could get a little headshot on the Sim or the Ash. Going for a hook shot, but finds nothing.
Yeah, right now, a little bit of a body shot bandit, but it's not going to matter. Emran is there as well. He cleans up. And Saints, they just rotate around onto the other side of the gas station, and they're able to find a huge value. They just start cleaning up from the back there, one by one. Western Illinois gets picked off, and it's going to be a team kill. Emran, he's just, farming all charge,
Yes. I hope he dies to it.
And yeah, 10 HP left. He's nothing to worry about. But Razor is nowhere to be seen. Okay, there, heals come through. But Redx, he's deep in the enemy backline. He finds a pick. Squeak is there to join him. And Western Illinois, they're going to be completely unable to touch here, as first point is going to go the way of Saints with little to no issues other than that quick kill onto Redx at the beginning.
Yeah, Redx and Squeak are both cooking in the front line, like hitting into the back line, getting lots of value, making space for the rest of the team, making space for Crime to look for these picks, look for these headshots, and boom, just like that, the Doom dies.
Yeah, you can see Saints just taking hugely aggressive angles. Ake here goes in, tries to see if he can deny the Widow, but Redx wants to take that duel, and Squeak actually snipes him with that fire strike as Crime finds and pick onto the Ana.
They pick up the Junkrat.
Yeah, Wawa is here on the Junkrat, but I think Redx might be hunting him, and we do see Redx. He is looking for it. He's chasing him down. He goes low. Is he going to be able to find it? Redx finds it. Just touching the spawn of third point right now. Let's see if he can make it out with his life here, because Western Illinois, they don't want to take that lying down. They want to try and punish him for this.
Oh, there it is. As expected.
Yeah. In the midst of all that, though, Crime was able to find a pick onto Brenya with that Hanzo. So Saints, they still, despite losing Redx, they're not really hurting yet. They still have their momentum. They have their foot set on the cart. And we'll have to see if Western Illinois, do they want to push? If they want to push, they have to be now, and they do push with the Nano onto the Doom. He's able to find that delay. Oh, Shatter comes out, but it gets stopped. Wawa is able to find Squeak, but unfortunately, Emran has that overclock. He finds 3. Redx is still there, just flying around. He finds 2 of his own, and yeah, second point as well with a team kill goes to St. Clair.
Yeah, with little to no ease as well. They have tons of ults in their bank, looking to push third with lots of momentum.
Redx, don't do it to him.
Redx, as usual, in the back line.
Yeah, hopefully the shots goes in, seeing if he could find that pick. Oh, we have a Lucio 1v1. Oh, Brenya with a nice pick onto Razor. That Baptiste going down, that's actually going to be huge for the side of Illinois. Now there's no more immortality. Brenya finds a second. Finally, that Hanzo finding the value they were hoping for. The Dragon comes out as well. Not finding any picks, but it does force Squeak to back away. And yeah, Wawa finds Redx. And for I think the first time this match, Western Illinois have finally stopped cart progress, and they're going to try and find a foothold here.
Yeah, but Crime gets a pick on the open again, and now they have a lot of space over that.
Yeah, Squeak right away, pushing right back on that car. He goes for a pin in, finds the Doom, but the kill doesn't come through quite yet. A nice beat from Ake is going to keep him alive. And they do have that Kiriko, who's in a duel with Red X, and Red X gets the better end of that. And yeah, we actually see Brainier swapping to a Cassidy, seeing if that Magnate can get some value, but not quite, as Razor swapped over to the Yari as well, and he's just putting down damage from afar. St. Clair, they have a lot of damage going down these long sight lines with the Sojourn, the Widow, and the Yari. And even when you don't have that, you have Squeak and Red X just running straight into your back line at Mach 10 looking for picks.
So they do have the Junkrat tie here for this fight, and St. Clair doesn't have a single ultimate, so maybe they can turn it around with that.
Absolutely. Red X, though, is able to find Brainier. The Junkrat is on the flank,
no,
but Crime knows exactly where he is. That tire finds no value.
No.
Bit of a tragic turn of results there. And yeah, now Western Illinois, they try to touch point, but just no one can get there.
Yeah.
And St. Clair not quite as fast as their King's Row push, but still with a very good time back. 3 minutes on the clock.
Western Illinois, they tried to cook that defense, but the kitchen is on fire.
Burnt down.
Yeah, it is on fire.
Yeah, Western Illinois, they were able to kind of start getting a read on Red X there at the end. We saw a few more punishes come in, but unfortunately the level of aggression that Red X and Squeak were bringing, it was just clearly too much for
It's
Illinois
too
to deal with.
intimidating. They cannot handle it.
Yeah. Between that massive close range damage from the Reinhardt and the insane amounts of long range damage from the almost 3 snipers that Saints were running, you're caught between a rock and a hard place, to say the least.
Yeah, especially with Mason all up in your face on the Rhine, constantly shifting into your team, making as much space as possible for those snipers.
Yeah. And now, right away, we are seeing some big differences come in. Razor is going to be on the Zenyatta. Never mind, he's going to be on the Lifeweaver.
Oh, God.
This is one of those new heroes that we mentioned earlier, of course. Lifeweaver, he is one of the newest supports who has a very high healing output. Not so much in the way of damage, so it'll be a bit tougher for support shenanigans to be getting in there. And Razor definitely won't have those nades to be able to demolish Western Illinois with anymore. But you do get some value in the form of his Flower Petal, which can be used to boost people onto high grounds, and the Life Grip, which can save people as they go in deep. Red X right away, the moment those doors opened, he was on there trying to find some damage. Emran is there to back him up. Squeak went in, but he did get stunned there by the looks of it. And a nade comes out onto Red X. We'll see if there's any follow-up, but not quite. He is able to get out. Emran, though,
nice shot.
Not even letting Diana leave the spawn.
Crime goes down.
Oh, yeah, Ake actually, seemingly learning from Red X, just goes way into the back line and is able to find a pick. But are Western Illinois going to be able to capitalize as Squeak finds a pick onto Wawa with that pile drive, and Red X is able to take out the Tracer as well. Shots is going to be trying to take out Red X here. He gets low, but is he going to get taken out? Oh, he actually wins that 1v1. Red X, how in the world do you do that against the monkey?
He's just built different. It's only way to put it.
Yeah, Western Illinois now just trying to regroup at their spawn, trying to survive long enough to kind of get a plan set in motion here. But St. Clair, they're just putting down so much damage. And yeah, we see Razor here in that back line. Emran with another pick. He's just been doing such a great job with these railgun shots. Ake goes in. Actually a big dive onto the Widow, but the Life Grip is very effective. Brings her back out.
Squeaks off the map. Squeaks off the map.
Squeak special.
Yeah, the Squeak special, the Mason moment, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely been...
Crime doesn't take damage or what?
Yeah, they are finally able to take him out. It seems like Squeak falling off the map was the linchpin that Western Illinois needed in order to start finding some momentum
as
here.
He whips out the Roadhog.
Come off the back of that. But Red X is still alive. They have to take out Red X if they want to start getting some cart progress here. He's looking for that Lucio 1v1 there in the back. All of Western Illinois, though, they seem more than happy to go back and try and help this. We see the Monkey going back, the Lucio's going back. And Red X, despite it all, he beats to stay alive. There's certainly some shenanigans going here. In the meantime, Squeak has come back into the fight on the Roadhog, went in, and died immediately. But Western Illinois, they're looking to make the most of this. They use the Nano and the Primal at the same time, but Red X is still in the back line, forces the nade out from the Ana, so they can take that 1v1. Squeak comes out, but he's not able to find it. The Shots is able to take out Crime. Western Illinois, they're finding openings, but Saints are doing such a good job of just running around the map that the distraction factor is enough to keep Cart from getting progress.
Yeah, this one fight has gone on for at least 3 minutes, just being so chaotic all over the place.
They found Emerin. That's a pulse bomb
Oh,
onto
big
Squeak.
pulse.
Oh, Squeak goes low, but is able to jump up. Now Redx, he's looking for that Lucio 1v1 again. Ace is trying to get back to his Ana, seeing if Kem can keep him alive. And it looks like that is going to be the case. Now Wawa, he is going to be the next ult to come online for the side of Western Illinois. They're going to see maybe they want to go for that Nano Blade. Redx, no, but he breaks the
juked.
ankles and gets right back out. And yeah, Squeak goes in, takes out his counterpart. Redx still in the back line, takes out the Ana. Oh, and Crime has actually swapped over to the Reaper, so it looks like they've had enough of the shots shenanigans jumping in. They're gonna just decide he can't have fun anymore. He jumps in, he's gonna get shredded by the Reaper. That's that. And we did also see Razor swap over to the Brig. So, you know what? I respect Western Illinois for doing enough that they've forced St. Clair to actually counter them.
Yeah.
They're not letting St. Clair just play their own game for free anymore.
Yeah, but even with this composition, St. Clair is still in dominant fashion. As you can see, they are laughing.
Redx
They're
is
having a good time.
of his life.
Never seen a guy look so happy playing main support.
Yeah.
But Wawa, he's so close to that blade, but isn't quite able to find it. And now Kem is getting close to that Nano. They have 10 seconds left to build a Nano Blade and try and get value from it. The shots on that Doomfist. Oh, gets moved off the map with that flail from Razor. At this point, is there anyone who can touch from the side of Western Illinois here?
I don't know. I don't.
The Nano
think
Blade's
so.
coming out.
Big blade. Oh
Really
my
close off the
god.
map.
Well,
That's it.
unfortunately, Western Illinois goes out not with a bang, but with a whimper.
bang. It was with a bang.
Yeah, it was the bang from Emran's sniper rifle there. That's the bang we heard. Redx having the time of his life. But play of the game is going to go to Benya here without Hanzo. He found some nice picks there on the defense that were very instrumental in making sure that Western Illinois didn't get completely rolled over. So a nice job from him. Nice couple headshots with the Dragon to follow up. He's got to be feeling proud of himself. He did his best. And at the end of the day, as long as you're doing your best, no one can hold anything against you.
Exactly. But the Saints take that 3-0 in very dominant fashion, as we expected. Western Illinois could not put up with anything. And here we see Squeak doing the gritty.
His famed victory dance. He's
Oh,
waiting for it.
it's
Oh,
so
he's going to
cool.
try and get Redx to join him.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Tragic.
Oh, Noxious there as well. Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful gritty.
Yeah, you can tell that the Saints were having fun in that match and outside. They had a great time. I'm sure that's you know, for a season opener, that's got to be about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, for first game of the season, 3-0 must be feeling nice for the Saints. Get some good momentum going into the rest of the season. But yeah, overall, just great viewing from the Saints.
Yeah. Now, do you think there's anything that we can be taking from this match to kind of look toward the future matches here for Saints? Like anything in terms of maybe meta, maybe favored compositions, or was this kind of just Saints just kind of settling into things, playing around a little?
I think Saints were more just getting into it. I don't think they were playing too much meta today. You know, we saw the Junkrat and the Spawn. We saw the Life Weaver. I don't know if they'll be playing that too much during the season, but as a game to warm up, maybe ease in, get to know each other better, you know, just build synergy. I think this was a great match to start.
Absolutely. And we also saw some great looks from our new pickups. Soaks it looked like he was almost trying to out-Reddit Lucio Redx there. So it seems like no matter who we have in, it's gonna be fun to watch them on that Lucio there. And of course, Razor did a great job on that flex support. Obviously, he didn't have as much to do, especially on that final map, just throwing out armor packs and flailing the monkey. But when we saw him on that Ana there on King's Row, he was getting insane value.
Yeah.
Like every single nade, it seemed like it was leading to a team wipe. And Western Illinois, there was just nothing they could do against those nades. Each one just finding such great value there. You know, the anti-nade has always been famously strong, but when you're hitting 5 people at once, it gets even more powerful, right?
Especially
back
since
to
they
back.
didn't have the Lucio. Have
Yeah.
the Lucio, it's impossible to dodge. It's just
Absolutely. No Lucio, no Kiriko. It amplifies its effectiveness, and Razor knew that. He was making the most of it. And, of course, Noxious. He looked great on that Tracer. He was on the Bastion as well. And honestly, they looked really solid. Of course, this might not have been the best match to kind of, you know, test their mettle quite yet, but it seems like they're slotting in well into the Saints style, and I think that's a great thing to have looking forward.
Exactly. It gets you excited to see them versus some more tougher opponents later in the season and show their true colors.
For sure. Now, we will have a player interview here in just a moment. We'll be going to a quick break. It'll actually be a dual player interview. We have 2 interviews coming up. So we'll be right back with thoughts from the players on how that match went. So don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here with our post-match interview. I have with me Razor and Noxious, our 2 additions here for our new season. How are you guys feeling after that?
Pretty good.
It was fun, I would say.
Absolutely.
It was a fun little game.
Yeah, so coming here to St. Clair, you guys have obviously been in competitive Overwatch for a long time. So what's your journey's kind of been to get you to this point?
Well, for me, like it's been a long time. I've been playing since like around 2018-ish. Rizzo, it's been a little bit longer than that.
Longer competitively.
Yeah.
A little, I don't know. I'll get to it.
It was a while. Yeah. But like looking back, 2018, like I was not looking to do something like this at all. I didn't know collegiate was even a thing. I didn't know. I just kind of came into this for fun. And
sure.
to see like where it led and now where I'm at, it's really cool. It's a really dope experience. And I'm just really excited to see how everything goes and how like the school treats me here.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Razor, how about you?
Yeah, for me it was like I was a for fun player until like I don't want to say the end of 2019. That's when I started playing contenders. That's when I got on Revival, Third Impact. I think around then I started to see collegiate, seeing that as an option.
Yeah.
I didn't really take it too seriously until this year when I joined St. Clair.
Yeah, absolutely. Collegiate is definitely looking like it's on the up and up, especially with the future of the Overwatch League kind of being up in the air at the moment. I think we'll be seeing a lot of players coming into Collegiate. There's going to be a big explosion of talent, and we're seeing that already with you guys here, right?
Absolutely.
Speaking of talent and other teams, both of you guys are actually part of Team Canada, which is a pretty big accomplishment. St. Clair having 2 Team Canada stars here. So how do you guys feel about that?
Well, I'm just really excited. Well, the actual tournament is around October-ish, I think the end of October, first week of November. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be my first time in California on a big stage and stuff. It's gonna be really cool. And obviously, it's gonna be a lot of practice. It's gonna be a lot of time, outside of classes, like just working really hard and making sure I'm on top. And
sure.
I can represent us well. And yeah, it's really cool.
I'm just a little reserved guy. I'm rooting for my boy. He can play Tracer.
Oh yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, I do.
You know, maybe you need to call me up.
Don't
for some
count yourself
Malari.
out. I'll
Maybe
call
need to
you.
Call me up for
I'll
some-
call you.
Absolutely. Well, if you guys can represent the country as well as you've been representing our school so far, then I'm sure we'll have nothing to worry about. But speaking of the school, in collegiate, there is a bit of like a disparity between the top teams and some of the lower teams, and the top teams have kind of been at the top for a while, right? Like you have our Northwoods, your Harrisburgs, your Fisher colleges who have just come up recently. So how do you guys feel about taking on some of these teams that have more storied success? Do you think we're going to be able to compete with them? Do you think we're finally going to be able to take them down?
I definitely think so.
In time.
Exactly. I was on Harrisburg last year, so this program is like kind of done for. It's over, and it's like a new chapter. And seeing like obviously the same teams are still there.
Sure.
I'm just really excited to play them. I know a lot. I mean, me and Jack, we probably know a lot of the players that are
Yeah.
playing on there as
Yeah.
well. So it's going to be a little competition. It's going to be seeing like how well we can do, and try to just come out on top.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I do have one more question for you specifically, Razor. So, obviously, in your Contenders career, you were a really well-known flex DPS. Like,
Yeah.
you had your Genji, the famous Torbjorn pick, of course, that you'd be pulling out from time to time. But now you've swapped over to flex DPS, flex support here. So, how has that been for you?
It has been quite fun. I enjoy learning a lot, so the switch wasn't too bad. I think it's kind of a running joke that flex DPS are the ones that role swap all the time.
Yep.
For sure.
Right now, me and Philip Soaks, we're both like top 30. Been
Yep.
duo queuing a bit, so it's getting used to it. But I think it's going to be good
Yeah.
in the end. I'm enjoying it a lot more.
Yeah, well, you look super comfortable there on Kings Row. I know we couldn't stop talking about those anti-nades you were throwing out. And, you and Squeak, it seemed like you guys have been playing together for years with that synergy you had on the Tracer and Monkey. So
Yep.
a great job, a great debut match from the two of you, and I'm super excited to see how the season plays out with you guys on the roster. But that is going to wrap it up for us today. A very strong 3-0 to start the Overwatch season here for the Saints, and we'll be back very soon with more Overwatch matches, and of course more matches from the rest of the teams here at St. Clair Saints. So make sure you follow us on our socials as well as here on Twitch so you can stay up to date with all that. And yeah, we hope to see you back. Once again, congratulations to Razor and Noxious
you.
for
Thank
their great 3-0 victory. And yeah, we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.